Raj, let me come to you before we close. While we're eating this delicious food, and this is mushroom dumplings, just so you know, we have been thinking about some of those threats as well. And one of those that you've been writing about recently is the swine flu epidemic and its relationship to a Smithfield's plant in Veracruz. You were in Mexico recently. What is the relationship, or is there one, between swine flu and food while I eat my mushroom dumpling?
Yes, I'm going to look on very enviously from here and talk about the dark side of the food system. Yes, from what we know so far, it does appear that there was an outbreak of some strange flu-like disease in a Smithfield-owned pork processing plant in Veracruz in Mexico. And it's unclear whether it was H1N1, but it's certainly, I mean, it's certainly plausible that the kinds of industrial food system and food processing plants that produce, I mean, in this one plant, they kill about 950,000 pigs a year in very confined space, and that's ideal breeding grounds for these kinds of diseases. And if you look at the odd diseases that have been sort of tracking the world through the food system, they've always come from industrial food. So the avian flu, for example, has much to do with the confined battery hen facilities in Asia. The mad cow disease, for example, was a result of horrific feeding practices in industrial cow raising or cattle raising in Britain. So the industrial food system itself is a machine for generating bullets, some of which we'll dodge, but some of which actually are going to hit and are going to cause a great deal of harm.
Raj, thanks so much. It goes back to your point, and I'll ask you to close with it, Peter. We've got about 30 seconds about eating local. Advice to people if they want to really do as you do and eat as I'm eating now, this yummy fava bean?
Well, just to build on what Raj was saying, this is like getting off the grid, getting out of the industrial food supply is a huge step forward in terms of our personal health and our community health. That industrialized food is creating the diseases, whether it's about obesity and diabetes too, or about these kinds of bacterial issues and viral issues. So every chance we get to step off of that and out of that system and buy from local producers, from as direct a connection as we can get, we're going to be doing ourselves a service.